Morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm Walt, and in this video, I wanted to discuss and update y'all on my $180 budget. As y'all may know from my $180 budget video, with the help of my friend and budgeting coach, we came up with a $180 budget every 2 weeks for food, 80 for eating out, and 100 for groceries. Now, I have to admit, initially, I thought that this was going to be easy, but it proved to be a lot more difficult than I expected. I will say I did stick with the budget, but in this video, I want to discuss some of the things I plan to do better and also provide the advice that I got from my budgeting coach. The first improvement will be planning out how I spend my eating out money. There is two ways I'm approaching this, and I will try one approach this 2 week cycle and then the other the next cycle. The first approach will be planning exactly what I will buy and on what day. The second approach will be to set a daily limit of how much I can spend of my eating out budget. Either approach will be beneficial because I will be deliberately attaching a dollar amount to each day, which allows for me to make that budget last for the entire 2 weeks. If y'all recall from my $180 budget video, after the first week, my eating out budget was down to $2 and some change, and I still had another week to go. Also, sadly, I have to admit that I dipped into my groceries budget and spent about $20 for eating out. So I know either one of these approaches will prevent this from happening again. The next improvement comes from my budgeting coach. She suggested that I utilize the savings that come along with coupons. Now I know we think coupons, we think clipping small pieces of paper and storing them in Ziploc bags. But thanks to the technology that we benefit from today, we can store our coupons in apps. So I decided to download the app for the store that I shop at. And right away, I started looking at the coupons that they were offering, and I saw instant savings, which will allow me to stretch out my groceries budget. The final improvement for this budget comes from my budgeting coach. She suggested that for my eating out budget, I write down every purchase I make. This idea is perfect because it allows me to have a record of where I ate out the most, on what days, and the amounts I spent. That way, when setting a daily amount for eating out or planning what days I will eat where, I have historical data that I can refer back to. That does it for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.